D. And in this last part, I will cover 3D. So I'll just give you a second to do that. All right, so I'm going to motivate this part with a question. Let's say I told you that I have a recurrence relation which defines a sequence, and this is the sequence. It starts at, let's say, 15, and to get the next term in the sequence, I should take the current term and add the number 3. So start at 15, and every time I go up, I add 3. The question is, what is V1000? Are there all V's there? Yep. See, right now, the only way that we have to calculate this is to keep writing the next term in the sequence and like pressing +3 on your calculator. And you have to sit there and do it 1,000 times. I'm guessing you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Why don't you times 15 by what you get?
Great. Wouldn't it be good if we had some sort of formula where I could find whatever term I wanted in the sequence without having to count up manually? I'm going to give you the formula now.
Wait, don't we already have that formula?
I don't think so, because this is the formula.
I feel like
It's in your textbook, but it's not up until this point.
I feel like I've written that down before.
Maybe? I doubt it.
When was our last lesson? Friday.
Friday. And we didn't do this on Friday. So Maddie, if I could get you to take a seat. Phone away, Tully. So, think about it this way, guys. If I know that to get the next term I need to add 3, and I need to do that 1,000 times to get to V1000, what should I do to the number 15 to find the 1,000th term?
Times it by 4, not 3. I don't know.
Let's see if this helps. This is V0. Excellent. So, this suggests that I've lost you. So here's the question. This is the recurrence relation. V0 equals 15. Vn plus 1 equals Vn plus 3. So I've got a sequence where I am adding 3 each time. I start at 15. I want the 1,000th term. So some of you will see this. Some of you will need to use the formula. 15 times 3. So it's a bit small, isn't it? Right? You're going to add 3 1,000 times. 3 times 1,000. Yeah? Well, you're going to add 3,000. And remember, you started off at 15. So you're right on the money, Jess. So we're going to use this formula here. Vn equals V0, which is 15, plus n times d. My common difference d is 3. Okay. So now I've got a formula where I can choose whatever value of n I want, and I can get that term in the sequence without having to count up. So you can now tell me the 1 millionth term in this sequence. Just substitute n equals 1 million. So substitute n equals 1,000. V 1,000 equals 15 plus 3 times 1,000. 3 times 1,000 is just 3,000. That leaves me with 3,015. Let me know when you're finished writing, and I can continue.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll finish with these three examples, and then you should have enough to get going with exercises 3A to 3D over the holidays. That's your holiday homework. Okay, so most of you have already finished A. Tomorrow we have a lesson with no new content. So most of you will have half your holiday homework done probably by the end of tomorrow. Okay. All right, so the key skill in this part is if I give you a recurrence relation, you should be able to, number one, write down a formula for Vn, the nth term in the sequence, and give me a particular term. So if I ask for the 50th term, or the 100th term, or the 200th term, you should be able to use your formula to get that. So remember, this is your formula. If it is an arithmetic sequence with a common difference d, I can use v naught plus n times d to get vn. So I'll do the first one, and then with your help, we'll do the next two. So here, vn is going to be v naught, which is 6, plus n times d. d is 5. And to get v20, I will change the number n to 20 by substituting that value in. So it'll be 6 plus 5, and this time n's going to change to 20, so it'll be 5 times 20. There you go. All right, let's look at the second one. Can anyone tell me a formula that I can use here? That's it. You've replaced V naught and D with the specific numbers in the sequence. All right, so same thing. How do I get V20?
V20 equals 150 plus 3 times 20.
Yep, so you substituted n equals 20, do the calculation, you're done. All right, this time instead of adding 3, I am minusing 3. So what do you reckon the formula is going to be this time? Take 3n. Very good. Instead of plussing 3 times 20, this time I'm going to minus 3 times 20. Okay, I think that's enough. So from this point onwards, if you need any help with chapter 3, send me a message on Teams, see me at school tomorrow, and if I don't see you tomorrow, when you come back next term, I expect you to have exercise 3A to 3D done. And just bear in mind, if you plan to do this in year 12 next year, this is going to be covered very fast next year. So you need to know this.